Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. As I'm going through my safe and cleaning up some of my guns, kind of an annual ritual for those that don't get used as much, I thought it might be a good idea to do a series on some of the old guns that I have. So it's a little bit different than my normal concealed carry type videos. I have a couple of guns that I picked up that I received over the years, and some of them are somewhat historical, or at least important to me. This first one is a your typical Remington 870 Wingmaster, but this is a gun I received from my grandfather back when I was shortly out of college for a few years, and him and my grandmother were moving down south. He had one gun that I really wanted. It was a Browning over-under. He really needed the money, and so he ended up selling that, and I didn't have money to buy it, so I didn't end up with the Browning, but I did get his Remington 870, which was this was his deer gun. He hunted in a slug-only area. So I think you can see here what it says. It's a Remington Wingmaster Model 870. This gun, if I remember correctly, was manufactured in 1954. So it's one of the early 870 models. I believe they came out in 1951. You'll see some holes in the receiver there. My grandfather, as I mentioned, used it for deer hunting, and not only in the receiver but also in the barrel here. You see a couple of holes, and then I don't have a standard bead on the front either. He used it for deer hunting, so he had sights on it. He had iron sights, that's why it has holes in the barrel. And then he also had an old Aimpoint red dot sight, which I think I have somewhere, but I took it off, so that's what the holes on the receiver were for. Let's go ahead and do the safety check, typical 870 fashion here. We'll show you the empty chamber, but it's not in perfect shape. It has those holes, but it's actually in pretty good shape. I wanted more of a typical shot, gun for everyday use. More of your typical, just 12 gauge. So that's why I took the Aimpoint off. But then I got a lot more interested in rifles, and then now in handguns. So I just haven't done a whole lot of shotgunning the last several years. Stock, there's dings and nicks. It's a well used gun. But you can see, the stock there. See the butt plate on it. I just wanted to share that gun. Share the story behind it. Like I said, my grandfather's his normal deer hunting gun, but I don't use it for that. I'm glad to have such a nice early version of the 870. Also, collector's appeal for me. Not that I'm a collector really. I'm just more of a acquirer. I'm a gun nut, gun nut. So you'll see some scratches also in the barrel. Eventually, I might get a different barrel for this. It's just a unlike today where everything's 3-inch chambers or 3.5-inch chambers. This one's only 2 3/4 inch chamber, so a little bit non-typical from that perspective. But hope you enjoyed looking at this 1954 version of the Model 870.